Chapter 1 Product Introduction.
This device is an engine control simulator. It is a device specifically designed for teaching and training. This device involves electronic control of injection and ignition. The simulator consists of a computer control panel with a screen-printed schematic that allows for easy positioning of its components. This device consists of system architecture diagram and indicator lights, test terminals, and various mode switches below, USB interface, and equipped with software, etc.
Chapter 2 Operating Instructions and Precautions.
Next, I will introduce the operating instructions and precautions. Strictly follow the equipment manual and operating specifications for operation. Avoid long-term overload operation of equipment to prevent overheating and damage. Ensure that the equipment operates in a dry and well-ventilated environment with appropriate temperature and humidity and is kept away from corrosive substances. Pay attention to the operating status of the equipment, such as whether the sound, temperature, and indicator lights are abnormal.
Chapter 3 Training Courses. 1. Introduction of main components.
Next, I will introduce the main components and functions. System architecture diagram, showing the structure of the engine system. The system indicator light indicates the system workflow. Test terminal measures system signals. Cold start switch controls system on and off. Idle switch controls system idle speed. Engine speed switch adjusts engine speed and the flashing frequency of the indicator light. The throttle sensor knob controls the frequency of the throttle indicator light flashing. The inlet air temperature sensor knob controls the frequency of the inlet air temperature indicator light flashing. Engine water temperature sensor knob controls the flashing frequency of the engine water temperature sensor indicator light. Knock sensor knob controls the flashing frequency of the knock sensor indicator light. Oxygen sensor knob controls the flashing frequency of the oxygen sensor indicator light. The EGR valve controls the flashing frequency of the EGR valve indicator light. AC switch for air conditioner, which simulates turning on the air conditioner. Make the engine system perform corresponding actions. Connect the USB interface to the computer using a data cable to debug data.
2. System Working Process Demonstration.
Next, I will demonstrate the working process. Before operating this device, it is necessary to connect a 220 volts power supply. And the data cable needs to connect the computer. Turn on the cold start switch. The device starts working. Press the idle switch and the idle indicator light will turn on. Press the air conditioning mode switch. The engine idle indicator light also flashes faster at a frequency of 1 to 2 seconds. Adjust the engine water temperature sensor knob. The indicator light of the water temperature sensor will also change accordingly. When the knob is turned down, the flashing frequency of the indicator light also slows down. The usage of other knobs is the same. Open the computer software, select the COM port, and click on it to confirm. The indicator lights on the software work synchronously with the indicator lights on the device. Adjust the knob of the water temperature sensor. The flashing frequency of the indicator lights on the panel is consistent with the synchronization on the software. The software will also display the water temperature, which changes with the adjustment of the knob. Adjusting other knobs will also show corresponding changes in numerical values on the software. The demonstration is over.
3. Electrical signal measurement.
Next, we will conduct signal testing. Measurement system ECU input voltage. Set the multimeter to the DC 60 volts gear. Insert the red and black probes of the multimeter into the positive and negative terminals of the ECU. The multimeter shows an input voltage of around 12 volts. The signal test is over.
4. Fault setting and troubleshooting.
Next, I will demonstrate fault setting and troubleshooting. This device has a total of 4 faults. We will use oxygen sensor fault as a demonstration. Adjust the knob of oxygen sensor and its indicator light will flash faster. Then open the software fault setting module. Set oxygen sensor fault. Rotate the oxygen sensor knob again. The flashing frequency of the oxygen sensor indicator light remains unchanged. Then cancel the fault. Rotate the oxygen sensor knob again. The flashing frequency of the oxygen sensor indicator light has changed. The fault demonstration is over.
Chapter 4. Equipment maintenance.
Next, I will introduce equipment maintenance. Regularly clean the dust and debris on the surface of the equipment to maintain cleanliness and tidiness. Regularly check whether the connection terminals and other connection parts are loose and deal with them in a timely manner. Regularly conduct equipment function and performance testing to ensure normal operation. Timely replace aging and damaged components, such as fuses, leakage protection switches, etc.